Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and my Team Fearless Fit Nation for Tea Time with Teeny. And today is, what is today? April 15th, and today's call is all about Beachbody On Demand and how it's going to help us grow our businesses. Beachbody On Demand is really awesome. It's exciting. It's new. And I cannot wait to talk to you guys about this topic. So thank you so much for all of you guys joining me. All right, so Beachbody On Demand is the latest addition to the Beachbody family, and I'm so excited about Beachbody On Demand for a bunch of reasons. I was really hoping that Beachbody On Demand was going to come sooner rather than later, because let's be serious. Not that I like that technology is always changing. I mean, in some ways I am. But I bought this Mac computer that I'm talking to you guys on right now. It didn't even have a DVD player in it. DVDs are becoming old school, kind of. I mean, they're not fully or anything like that, but people are streaming their Netflix and their movies and stuff. So having, option other than the DVDs is really, really great. So it's a new, Beachbody is always keeping up with everything that's going on with the fitness industry and technology, and they're always staying on the cutting edge of the fitness and technology industry, which is one thing I absolutely love about Beachbody. They're always coming out with something new. They're always coming out with something really exciting and new. So with the Beachbody On Demand launch, it's the first of its kind. There's nothing like it on the market. There's Netflix and Hulu and things like that, but there's not an online streaming network for any fitness programs like this on the market. So we're kind of like innovators. Beachbody is always really staying in tune with everything. Okay. Take a look. You can take a look at it online and you can see a little bit behind the scenes. And I'm actually going to show you my screen and show you a little bit about Beachbody On Demand, okay? If you attended the Surge happens every few months, and what the Surge is, you guys, is our CEO, Carl Zeichler, and top coaches. We get on and we learn about what's coming up and what's coming new. The last Surge, we were able to hear all the different new things that were coming up there, and Beachbody On Demand was one of them. So if you were on the Surge listening live, and it's also recorded, you can check it out in the Coach Online office, you're going to hear some of the things that they chatted about there. And hopefully I'll be able to answer your questions that you had when you were listening to the Surge. Or after this call, I'll also be answering questions for all of those you guys that are here. You can always ask questions in a message to me as well about this topic, and we can go from there. So what is Beachbody On Demand? What is it? It's an online streaming ability for us to look at our programs. Our clients, they can work out anywhere. You can stream on your phone and your tablet, your computer, anything that you can, anywhere that has internet access, you can stream from, okay? So for example, if there's no Wi-Fi, you could take out your phone, If you have your computer but there's no Wi-Fi, you can take out your phone and you can stream, okay? You could do a workout at the gym or a park, and it makes it more convenient and accessible to get your workout in, and so there's no excuses for that. This eliminates every excuse and objection, really, and we're going to talk about that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to plug in my computer because I just got a notification saying that my battery was about to die. So give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so what I feel like Beachbody On Demand does is it helps us eliminate every objection that you might feel like you see from your clients, okay? So let's talk about Beachbody On Demand, and let's look at it. Okay, let me pull this up for you guys and screen share. Give me 1 second. All right. Oh, hi, Talia. How are you, girl? Give me 1 second.
I'm good.
Good. Here, I'm just gonna, can you mute yourself so that I can, yeah, that'd be awesome. And we're talking about Beachbody On Demand. All righty. And
Cool.
so if you guys were to log into Team Beachbody, right when you log in, so if you guys, you go to teambeachbody.com, okay? You guys can all see my screen, thumbs up if you can. Okay, so if you're on teambeachbody.com, you're gonna log in and you're gonna go to Beachbody On Demand, okay? So once you log in, you can come right here and you can see all the different programs, all right? So this is what your clients would see. Now, if you are a member, you have to be a member. And if you are not, you cannot see Beachbody On Demand, okay? Here's the member library. All the different programs that you can have in here. Sorry, my internet is a little bit slow. Give it just a sec. But there are so many different programs. So once it pops up, I will go through the library. But when you, so, you know, to access it is easy. And you have to be registered as a club member to be able to access the library. It takes you to, once you click on Beachbody On Demand, it takes you to all the entire library. And once my internet shows it, you'll see it. And there are so many different programs that Beachbody On Demand has to offer, you know, like P90X3, P90X2, the entire P90X family is there. And Chalene Extreme, you know, there's just so many different programs that you can try. And there's a variety of programs too, like Brazil Butt Lift and different ones, right? So if someone wants to try something that is maybe at a different level than something else or something different than they've ever tried, letting them experience Beachbody On Demand will allow them to try different programs, okay? So now I think you can finally see my screen, right? Thumbs up if you can. Okay, so see how you can see this library? For people that want to do Beachbody On Demand, they get to see and try all of these different programs. I mean, look at how many different cool programs there are for you to try or for them to try, okay? Also, if you saw right when you came in, I've gotten a bunch of different programs. So everything that I've gotten, even if it's not on Beachbody On Demand just yet, if I've purchased it, I get access to it. So here's some different purchase programs that I have. Now I have a bunch of other different purchase programs, but they're in here in my member library as well, okay? So, you know, for there to be all these different programs and Tony Horton and the entire P90X family, you know, Tony Horton is a household name at this point. People know who Tony Horton is. People know what P90X is. People know what Insanity is. And the fact that you can have access to all of them for such a cheap price is pretty amazing. You know, P90X, for example, and Insanity are our most expensive programs, and you can have access to them just by having Beachbody On Demand. And there's dance programs, and there's 10-minute programs, and you can check them all out. There's also the new and noteworthy section, and you can see what is new, what's new to Beachbody, but it might not be on Beachbody On Demand already. And so I'm just going to show you, you know, here's my purchase programs, and there's a lot more that I've purchased, but they're also in this library. And the new and noteworthy here is these are not in your library just yet, but you can try a workout and see if you like it. This is what's so cool. You get to try and test all these different things. And as a coach, I want you guys to explore this because you get to try all these different programs and learn about them yourself, okay? So that's really, you know, I just wanted to give you a quick screen share and show you how easy it is to get on and really try it out. So I'm going to stop the share and keep going. All right. So, So I just wanted to give you guys that sneak peek. So I do want to tell you that people will continue to buy challenge packs from you because people love to get a package of something. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I really feel that way. And it's when you get that package, it's yours forever, and you get access to Beachbody On Demand. And you have to, and so people will always want to get those packages. I like to physically hold something like a meal plan or a nutrition plan or something like that. I don't know if you guys feel that way too, but when I just read stuff online, it doesn't hit home the same way. Okay, give me 1 second. I just need to mute everybody. Okay. So people will continue to always buy challenge packs from you. To get access to Beachbody On Demand, you do have to be a club member. So I need to explain this to you guys. And if you ever cancel your club membership, for example, you don't have access to anything in your library. But if you get your Beachbody challenge pack, that's yours. You get that challenge pack forever. You know, those are your programs forever. Also, the entire library of programs are not on Beachbody On Demand. And people are going to still want the DVDs in their life. It's nice to have the DVDs to pop in, you know, wherever you are, and you can still have them, and you can hold something. You can look at that meal plan. I know that for me, I feel that way, and I already told you I hate reading stuff online. So I encourage all of you guys to please sign up for Beachbody On Demand, and I want that to be your homework. I want you guys to try different programs that maybe you haven't tried. We need to be knowledgeable as coaches so that we can recommend the right programs for different people. And what better way than this, in a very inexpensive way, to try all the different programs. Okay, so I need that to be your homework. And it helps us be able to speak specifically to the different programs. So what I love about Beachbody On Demand is that they're going to be using this Beachbody On Demand platform, like the programs that they have in there right now. They're going to be expanding it, okay? So if you have a customer and they sign up for Beachbody On Demand right now, they're going to see that library that I just showed you. But that's not all the Beachbody programs. As time goes on, they're going to grow what programs are in that group, okay? So one thing that's coming up soon is the ability to access your purchase programs digitally as well. So if you saw I only had 3 programs that I accessed digitally, like when it said purchase programs and only had 3, well, I'll tell you right now, I pretty much have tons of Beachbody programs. Almost, I don't want to say all of them because I don't have Body Beast and some other ones, but there's so many different programs that I have, and I only had 3 up there. So over time, they're going to be adding them in. They don't have them all in there just yet, okay? But as the time goes on, the library is going to grow so that you can see everything. So, for example, what's coming up in the future? If someone bought Insanity Max 30 and is not, you know, that program is not going to be in the library yet. Like I have Insanity Max 30, but it's not in the library. I have a digital, I'll be able to use my DVDs now, but eventually when they finally get it into the library, I'll be able to access that digitally, and I can access that from anywhere. So if you guys are wondering, how do you get Beachbody On Demand? Okay, so this is how you get it. If you aren't already a club member, you have to go enroll for your membership right away. It's $40 for the quarter for 3 months. So a 3-month membership allows you to get access to the entire library, okay? Also, for you Emerald coaches, you have to be a club member to get leads, okay? And if you are not already Emerald, you still need to have the membership because you need to be able to know our programs and products so that you can connect people with them and to the right programs, okay? So go enroll today and try a few new programs today and post about it. Post about what you're working out, that you're working out somewhere fun using Beachbody On Demand. Let people's creative juices flow. Like, explain to them the flexibility and the creativity of this. maybe take a picture of yourself working out outside with a friend on your phone or on your iPad, right? Also, Beachbody's doing a really fun competition, and they're giving $100 away every single day for the most creative and fun picture of every single day. And they're giving away iPad minis and iPad Airs and all this different stuff. And it's all from just seeing people working out with their Beachbody On Demand. And the way that they see them is by hashtagging BOD, okay? Beachbody On Demand. So take a picture of yourself somewhere fun and, show people that even just because we all live busy lives, that doesn't mean that that's an excuse for us not to get our workout in. I mean, I'm a Beachbody coach full-time now, but guys, guess what? Like, I built up my business while I had a full-time job. And if I had Beachbody On Demand and could grab a coworker on my lunch break and get a quick T25 in or a 30-minute workout or whatever outside, oh my gosh, this would have been awesome. And I was always sneaking away to the gym if I could, and I was bringing my DVDs like on my computer. So this is just so cool. So snap a really creative, cool picture of yourself, hashtag BOD, win $100 maybe, win an iPad Air. Beachbody's doing just that fun thing, and we're all on social media doing it, okay? So join on in the fun. And find things that can relate to your customers. If you have busy moms, like how could they do it together? Or if you are in a corporate job, how could you get your workout in? Okay. Or if you're traveling or you're at the pool. All right. So let's talk about Beachbody On Demand, and also about some of the objections you'll hear about just being a coach in general in our everyday conversations. Okay. So some of the objections that you all might hear are, maybe when you're having conversations about challenge packs, or if you're having conversations about challenge groups, or if people are giving you all these excuses about how they don't have any time to get their workouts in, and the money and this and that, right? So those are all different objections that you might hear along the way. So let's talk about how Beachbody On Demand can help you handle these objections. And if you're having objections, then let's talk about them, okay? So, if you guys have some specific objections that you're getting all the time, I can do some role play examples, but I wrote out a few different ones that I know that you guys are hearing because you've told me. So I wrote them out, and I was explaining, I prepared to explain to you how I would handle those objections, okay? After the call, if you have different objections that I haven't thought of, or that you haven't told me yet, then let's talk about those, okay? So one that I hear all the time from you guys, and also I hear too, is if I have a friend or someone I know and they have a gym membership, they don't want to cancel their gym membership. They feel committed to their gym. Maybe they enjoy working out with their friends. Maybe they feel like that's the only way they can get results, right? So let's talk about the gym rats. The gym rats, for me personally, I think this is the perfect opportunity to connect with people that love the gym. Beachbody On Demand is the perfect time to connect with people that love the gym. This is the reality of people going to the gym. And by the way, I have nothing against the gym. I used to go to the gym, and I still like the gym, but I don't go anymore. I don't really feel a need for it. And there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of different reasons why I don't. And there's different ways for getting results. So there's not just one right way, but just hear me out for a second while I paint a picture for you what happens to a lot of people. Okay. So the reality of people that go to the gym, I feel like this happens to a lot of people. And I think that we've all gone to the gym at different points in our lives where we've tried the gym regularly. And maybe we're not just that efficient at the gym. We walk around for an hour, we chit chat with people. Maybe we don't get a really good hard workout in because we're pushing ourselves and we're just kind of like, well, I'll try this machine. I'll go to the elliptical, it's open, or I'll do this, right? So maybe we're not being as efficient at our workout at the gym because there's nobody guiding us. Or maybe the machine we want to use, somebody's using it, right? So sometimes, for me, when I went to the gym, I would be chatting with people, and I just, I had like a certain amount of time. By the time I got to the gym and started working out, I already had to be back and my lunch break was over. and it just was a lot of work. Okay. So say you meet someone like that that's talking about the gym and they love the gym. This is a great way for them to see what it is you're talking about. We're not just doing some, stupid workout video at home. You can go to the gym and do this workout. So say, for example, your friend or someone at the gym, they like to lift. They can plug into this workout anywhere and they can bring them with them. Like, for example, when I would go to the gym on my lunch break, and I would probably still do this if I was in my corporate job and have a gym membership as well. But I would go to the gym and I would bring my DVDs and I would do my workouts on my computer and I'd set up the whole thing. And a lot of people at the gym would do that. And we had like a little fit club at the gym and it was fun. But now I could just like stream it anywhere. I could set up my iPad, I could show people, or I could even bring my phone and like set it up somewhere and get my workout in right in this different area. The group fitness rooms, when they're not being used, that's a great time. That's always what I did. So I don't know if you guys have tried that or seen people in there doing the Beachbody programs. I've seen a lot of gym rats enjoy a lot of at-home workout programs. 21 Day Fix, for example, T25, when they see it and they try it, they see that these at-home workout programs, they work. And it's not, and they kind of, maybe they get in their head like the only great way for them to get a good workout in is by using this fancy equipment and going to the gym. And that's just not true. There's so many different ways to get great results and workouts. And when they get their butts kicked from one of our programs, a lot of them feel differently about it, and they can see why, adding it into their workout or, trying it for a while would yield really good results. Also, most gyms, or not most, but many gyms are hosting insanity classes. I know that the gym I used to go to, they do insanity, they do body pump. These are all Beachbody programs. Why would you not want to be more consistent on days that you're too busy to get to the gym, but you could do it at home, okay? So let's talk about money objections. So we just talked about the gym rats, that was an objection. The money objection, okay? So while as Beachbody coaches, oftentimes we'll get objections about money, okay? And I was thinking about that because I handle objections like this. Like, I believe in the program so much that it's not really hard for me to handle objections. And by the time I'm done with the conversation, I feel like a lot of people, they understand, they see the value, and they're like, that's cheap, okay? So thinking about that and thinking about how to regurgitate it to you guys so that it makes sense, I had to think about this for a little bit. So let's talk about money objections. So obviously, Beachbody On Demand is the most affordable way to give people instant access to programs, okay? So for example, a challenge pack, we have one challenge pack that is $140. So you can get an entire challenge pack for $10 more than what Shakeology is. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's an entire fitness program, Shakeology, the coaching, the challenge group, everything for $140. That's unheard of, okay? And being a part of a community and having a coach, I mean, that's a no-brainer. And when you paint a picture and provide the value to someone, they understand. And another tip is I always lead with Shakeology because Shakeology is amazing, obviously. Shakeology is kind of like the bread and butter of this business for me. And you can work out a million ways, but there's only one Shakeology. And it's got so many great things in it that you can't get anywhere else. So there's really nothing like it on the market. And that's what I want you guys to know, that when you're talking about Shakeology and you're drinking it yourself and it provides value to you and you feel the value of it, it's easy to talk about it, okay? So I always talk about Shakeology, and then I talk about the challenge pack, because then it's an awesome deal. When you get both together, Shakeology is about half off or more, depending on the program you get, okay? And that's a very casual way to say it. So if you're having a money objection, you can talk about the $140 challenge pack. That's the 21 Day Fix. Or some other programs that are around $140, okay? So now if you're talking about Beachbody On Demand, right? Now for $40, they can get access to 11 different programs and try them all for 3 months. That's cheaper than a gym membership, you guys. that's cheaper. You know, there's no startup fee. There's no cancellation fee. There's no hidden fees. None of that crap that I feel like happens so many times when you sign up for something. Like, I know the gyms that I went to, I mean, I don't have a gym membership anymore, but like when I was trying different gyms and I was like looking for, you know, the group fitness classes that I liked, and then I would like them for a little bit, and then that really good instructor would leave, and I would be kind of like, oh, I want to leave this gym now because they don't have any more good classes anymore. And then there's a cancellation fee, and there's like a call-in fee, and I'm like, what? Like, how did you know? And I didn't even know any of that. So there's no hidden fees. You know, someone tries for $40, they get access to 11 different Beachbody programs to try for 3 months. That's amazing. So that is, you know, that's to handle the money objection. The last one, another one is, if you hear the objection, they don't like working out at home, right? Beachbody On Demand, you can take it anywhere. You can take it outside. You can take it to the gym. You can take it on vacation. You can take it to a hotel room. You can work out anywhere as long as there is Wi-Fi, okay? Or if there is no Wi-Fi, you can use your phone, you can use data, okay? Also, if they already have other Beachbody programs at home that they like doing, that's okay. You know, maybe say they have like every Beachbody program possible, which I have had a few times, and I mean, I'm one of them too. Like, I have most Beachbody programs, right? So like, I'm just a Beachbody groupie, right? You'll have customers like that. I have customers from the first day that I became a coach. You know, you'll see them, Allie, and I don't even say their last names because they'll probably be a coach on my team someday, but Allie and Jen and those girls, they've been in my challenge group since day one, right? And they have every Beachbody program. And, you know, maybe, you know, Beachbody On Demand, they don't need it because they have every program and they can just bring their DVDs with them everywhere, right? So maybe Beachbody On Demand won't be for them. But that's okay. You know, for them to have every single program would be like, you know, not very rare. It would be kind of rare. So it's a great way I think Beachbody On Demand is a really great way to reach new people, let them try it out, let them see all the different cool things that they could have access to. And also for existing customers, those customers that maybe they're not sure if they want to try another program or not, they get access to this. They can try different stuff and see what they want their next program to be, okay? Now, another objection that I've heard is, you know, does Beachbody On Demand use data? You know, if you're using your phone, it uses too much data on my phone, right? Well, connect to Wi-Fi then, you know, that's not something that, you know, if you're going to be streaming for a long time, then you just connect to Wi-Fi. If you're underneath a roof, you can connect to a Wi-Fi or someone's Wi-Fi, you know, so you'd be able to log in and use that. If you want to work outside, yeah, sure. Like if you're not near Wi-Fi and you want to use your phone or your iPad or something else, you know, yes, it would use some data, but that's also the perk of getting to bring your personal trainer with you just to go work out in a random field somewhere with friends, right? So you get your personal trainer in your pocket while you're doing burpees and Shanti's yelling at you, right? So all that's great. So I hope that this helped you handle some objections and also think outside the box a little bit about how Beachbody On Demand would be able to help you handle some of those objections that we get, along with helping you handle other objections. So whenever I hear an objection that someone has, I say, oh, I totally get where you're coming from because I can relate to where they are. I can always see that other side or like where they're coming from. So I always say, oh, I totally get where you're coming from. But then I tell them how to resolve it. Okay? I'm empathetic. I'm compassionate. I say, yeah, I know. I totally get it. I understand. But this is how I would handle it. Okay? So what's the best way for our customers to get Beachbody On Demand? Right? The Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, it's on sale for $140, or it was on sale for $140. Very soon, if not already, it's going to be $160. Okay? But the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, what you get with the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack is you get live streaming. and they get access immediately after signing up. So all your clients, so say if they wanted to buy the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, they get access right away. They don't have to wait for their DVDs to come in. They're on, okay? Also, every single client that now signs up for a challenge pack, a regular challenge pack, they get the DVD, say they buy a 21-day fix challenge pack, they get the DVDs from you. Well, okay, sorry, we're not gonna say 21-day fix because that one, yeah. Okay, let's say we got, we can say that. If we say the 21-day fix challenge pack, someone buys that from you, they buy that challenge pack, they get a 30-day free trial to Beachbody On Demand. They get the club membership trial for 30 days. Even if they did not get the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, they get access for 30 days to try it for free. Okay? It is up to you as their coach to tell them of what they get. And it is up to you as their coach to try it out yourself, to check it out. Okay? So make sure if they got a challenge pack in the last 30 days that they have access to their Beachbody On Demand. This is huge for them. Because if they want to continue on Beachbody On Demand, they can buy the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, get the next bag of Shakeology, and have another 3 months to try Beachbody On Demand. Okay, so if they want to try Beachbody On Demand, they get the 30-day free trial just by buying any challenge pack period. So make sure that they have access to this. Make sure you tell them about it. Make sure you show them how to get onto it. And if you don't point it out, I'm telling you right now, chances are they don't even know that they have it. Okay. So Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack is the best way for them to try Beachbody On Demand because it saves them money by buying the challenge pack instead of just buying Shakeology and then just buying the club membership. It's cheaper, okay? So let's talk about how Beachbody On Demand can actually grow our business, which is why I wanted to talk about. So now that I have Beachbody On Demand, I feel like I can overcome every single objection I have ever received. This can help us reach out to everyone and help you explain to people, that yes, you can get the physical DVDs and the meal plans and everything like that. But now you can take this with you everywhere. You can, if you have your workout clothes and your running sneakers, you're good to go. And, also what I want you guys to think about is don't talk all about the nitty gritty of it. Like when you're sharing about it on social media, talk about it in a simple way and the benefits of Beachbody On Demand. So for example, you can work out anywhere and, you get access to all the programs. It's about $1,500 worth of programs in the Beachbody On Demand library. All of that is only for $40 a quarter. Okay. Which is amazing. It's just, if it breaks down, it's just a little bit over $10 every single month. I mean, that's ridiculously amazing. And the library is going to grow over time, and there's always going to be new stuff coming out. So basically, I'm talking about this Beachbody On Demand when I'm talking to people about it, because I think sometimes people get confused about, oh, how should I talk about it on social media? The way I'm describing it to people is that, hey, it's like a Netflix. Like if you were to stream anything, it's like a Netflix for your health and fitness. Okay, and it's about $10, a little over $10 a month. And so it's a little more than what your Netflix subscription would cost, but you get to be healthy and fit anywhere. Okay. Also, it's great for people that have program ADD. Raise your hand if you have program ADD and you don't always want to finish a program. I mean, some of you guys are really hardcore and I love it. You're starting a program and ending a program. And I actually put that on my to-do list where I'm like, okay, guys, in this next year, I'm going to finish this amount of programs start to finish, because I want to have those before and after pictures so I can show people this is what happened when I did this program start to finish and I followed the meal plan. We should all have goals like that. But let's be serious. You're not going to only want to do one program all the time. Right now I'm playing soccer and I'm doing other stuff. I go for runs. So I'm also loving Insanity Max 30, but there's some days when I'm like, gosh, my feet kind of hurt from soccer. And I'm not giving up soccer anytime soon. So I'm like, I can't do Insanity Max 30 today. So I'm going to do a lifting program, which is going to be different. So Beachbody On Demand is great for people that have program ADD like me and like many of you guys, because we don't have to just do one program. If you want to log in and try something different, try a different program. Do a lifting one. Set up your iPhone, set up your iPad, check it out, do something new. So I don't really care if you guys start and complete programs beginning to end all the time. All I really want people to do is to be consistent with the workout, and that's what our Beachbody programs allow people to do. Stay consistent, working out, have access to it anywhere. I mean, this is amazing, okay? So yes, that's kind of really what I have prepared for you guys for today on Beachbody On Demand. If you have not tried it, I really highly encourage you all to try it. It's amazing, just really great stuff. And if you have any questions about Beachbody On Demand, you can always ask me. You can ask me in the messages after or underneath the video, and we can go from there. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next call. Thanks.